you, Dr. Nicola? Okay. How are you feeling? Did she take good care of you? Yeah. Well, I am going to get you prepped for your EEG. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with some very strategically placed electrodes where we will be able to measure your brainwave activity while you sleep. We're going to try to make you as comfortable as possible so that we can see various activity when you're in a very normal, calm state, and then we can compare it. Okay. I'm going to start by just washing my hands here. And I'm going to mark certain places on your scalp and on your forehead where we're going to place these. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get some tools, okay? There's going to be a total of 12 different connections in various places. So I'm going to start by using some very gentle cleanser and just rub those areas really well so that we can get a good contact. And each electrical connection is going to have like this putty-like material. It's very easily removed, but it will hold the electrical nodes in place. Okay. Have you ever had an EEG before? There's no pain. It's actually, for most intents and purposes, it's a very relaxing experience if you can sleep during it. Yeah, not everyone can, but we're going to try. So, let's go ahead and sanitize the hands again. And I'm going to take a water-soluble pen. I'm just going to make a couple of very quick marks of where we're going to place these, okay? So this is the center line right here. And then we're going to want to do one that's just slightly off-center in the hairline. And symmetrically on the other side. The center of your temple. Down here behind your ear. Okay. So I'm going to reach up above you. I'm going to part your hair a little bit, if that's okay. I'm just going to take a comb and move some of the hair to the side, if that's okay. Alright, thank you. I'm going to reach around the back of your neck here as well. Right here and right there. The same on this side right here. And just a little bit lower right here. so far? Okay. I'm just going to take a little bit of a cleanser. This is a very gentle cleanser with a Q-tip. And we're going to scrub the area so that we can get a really good connection, okay? And if this tugs on your hair at all or anything like that, let me know. You may feel it foam up a little bit. That's normal, okay? More importantly, it's going to be here on your top of your scalp. And further back. Just gonna scrub it real good. A little bit further. Okay. And then it'll evaporate. Rinse this area right here. Does that feel okay? And your temples. Give that a couple of moments to evaporate. Another marker is water soluble, so once you wake up, we'll be able to just rinse it right off. You might have a little bit messy hair, but it'll be alright. So we're going to start with some of the top notes. I'll get my wires sorted. And now we're going to take just a very small amount of this putty. Just kind of wrap it on the node and fix it to the spot right here. I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure. Okay. Okay. Okay, beautiful. I'll do the same for the next two. Yeah, you can close your eyes if you want. My next set of wires. Are you comfortable? I'll help you get you situated before we intend on trying to get you positioned for sleep. I'm gonna reach around the back here. I feel like it's tugging at the hair too much. Alright. So we have the two at the sides here. do some basic. We're going to do some basic light testing just to make sure that the reads are being triggered in the right areas, okay? I know that this may be uncomfortable, but please just try to look forward, okay? Okay. And I do see that they're registering on the monitor. Beautiful. Okay. Great. Good. So the next couple of notes are going to go in the back. So I'm going to apply some of that adhesive. I'm just going to reach around and do you feel that sticking? It's not pulling on your hair too much, is it? Okay. Alright. Let's just wrap that wire down over your shoulder. So we're going to have them come over on your left side, okay? Okay. And again, the light, just to measure the response of it, okay? Okay. Good job. Beautiful. Sorry about that. So now you have the two that are more towards the back of the scalp, okay? I'll start with your right side here. And I'm going to have it go underneath your collar. So that I can just all wrap over one shoulder. And right here at the base. Okay. Like that. Good job. I'll just wrap this wire down with the others. And then the other side. Okay, good job. Just wear that down. There. Okay. Just a couple more. Really good. So that's the last of the scalp. And then we'll move on to the dimples in the forehead, okay? Another brother here. Behind your ear. this one. Let me register all of them being plugged in. I'm going to just wrap all these wires on your side here. And I do have a couple coming down underneath here still. Just kind of tuck them under your chin here and lay them across your shoulder. I'm going to lay these to the side so that you don't get tangled up in them, okay? Again, I know this is the unpleasant part, but we're going to do some basic light reflex tests just to make sure that all the notes are registering correctly, okay? Ready? Just a little bit. Okay. Looks like everything is measuring correctly. Nice and well. Is there anything that I can do, any adjustments that you can make to get more comfortable? Okay. Just adjust your pillow here. Okay. Does that feel good? Got a little bit more support there. Okay. Just try to do some breathing exercises. I'll dim the lights here. And then we can try to lull you off to sleep, okay? Give me just a moment. Okay. So we're going to dim the lights here. I want you to just take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let your body weight fall down into the bed below you, okay? And inhale. I'm going to let you be, but we have you on a monitor and we'll be able to monitor your brainwaves from here. Make sure that all your vital signs are nice and healthy. So if there's anything that calls for an alarm, someone will be right in, okay? You're safe. And if there's anything that you need to be comfortable, just ring the bell. But try to lay still if you can. If you need a nurse to come in and adjust you in the night to get a little bit more comfortable, that's more than welcome as well, okay? Alrighty. I'll see you in the morning. Okay. Morning. How'd you sleep? Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit difficult when you're in one position for a long time, but you did very well. Good job. Okay. Alright, so let us disconnect and get you ready for your second test. And if you feel comfortable, you're more than welcome to stretch at this point. We've taken off the monitoring system, so it's not going to disturb any of the readings, okay? Yeah, you can flex your muscles a little bit. So I'm going to get you ready for your MRI. Let's start with some of these disconnections, okay? make your hair feel so it's not so tight. You might have some messy hair today, though. It's the least of our problems. Okay. Now, do you know whether or not you have any items on you that would be any kind of metal? Do you have any implants, any like metal rods or anything like that that we should know about? Yeah, because when we send you in the MRI machine, we don't want to have anything that's going to disrupt the magnetism. Your hair's going to be just messy. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. At least you don't feel tacky though, do you? Okay. Go ahead and move around if you'd like. And when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and get you laid down. I'm going to drape you in cloth because we can't really have a whole lot of clothing present, so you're going to have your gown on, but we're also going to make sure that you're warm. Okay. Do you need to use the restroom or anything like that? Yeah, you're more than welcome to. Okay. Well, let's get you in a nice, comfortable position, and then we'll send you off for your MRI scan, okay? Alright. Comfortable? This test won't be nearly as long as your other ones, so I'm just going to make sure you're nice and snug so that you're not chilly. Anything like that, okay? Alright. I'm going to get you nice and situated here. We're going to move out of the way and we're going to roll you into the tunnel. And sometimes it's best for you to close your eyes during this part because it can be somewhat nerve-wracking, but please know that you are in an open space and that you're very safe. If you need anything, we'll be able to talk to you over the intercom, but you're in a very safe environment. There's nothing that's going to happen to you here. You might just be a little bit uncomfortable at first. Okay. So we're going to roll you into the tunnel here. I'm going to back up and just close your eyes for a little bit, okay? You might hear a couple of clicks, you might hear a couple of beeps, that's totally normal. If you need anything, you can just talk. The intercom will pick you up, okay? You're doing great. Just hang in there a little bit longer. One last set. Good job. You did very well. Good job. Okay. You did really well. Good job. Okay. You can go ahead and move around if you'd like. Okay. Wasn't too bad, right? Okay. Let's get you situated and back upright. And make sure that you're doing well. And then the neurologist, Dr. Nicola, will come back in and give you the results to your tests, okay? You did a great job. Let's go ahead and sit you back up, okay? Okay. How are you doing? Okay. Do the lights still make you feel very triggered? Okay. Well, we're going to keep the lights as dim as possible. And before I leave here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to turn them off almost entirely. But you did very good. Are you comfortable? As much as you can be. Okay. Is there anything I can adjust on your pillow or anything like that? Okay. Okay. Alright, my dear. I hope that we can find you a better solution for managing these, and Dr. Nicola will be in shortly to finish up with those recommendations and your test results, okay? Alright? Well, I hope that the next time I see you, it's under better circumstances, okay? Alright? Take care of yourself. Just gonna lower the lights a bit. Tell me when that's comfortable. Okay. She'll be in shortly, okay?
Hello. Yeah, that's fine. Please send them through. Thank you. Please come on through. Hello, lovely. Please come on over and get yourself comfortable there for me. All right. How are you feeling? Okay. That's good. How did you find last night? Yeah. It's a very different experience, isn't it? Or did you get on all right? That's good. Do you know if you managed to get any sleep? Okay. And were you okay to walk around and things? Did you manage to get along okay? That's good. Okay. Yeah, they're very good staff. Highly recommend them. They're a brilliant team. I'm really glad. Good to hear. And you had an MRI scan not so long ago, is that correct? Yeah. How did you find the scan? Yeah, it's very strange, isn't it, for some? If you're claustrophobic, it's not very good. Yeah. I'm glad you got an okay, though. I do have all your results here. I have had a flick through, but I'm going to go through them with you and then elaborate a little bit. Okay. Right, so let me just pop your name down. Date of birth. Okay. Date. And time is okay. Oh my love. Let me just get some information. That one looks really good there. So, okay. So, your blood sugar was fine, alright. It was expected to be, but we just have to check. Okay, it's routine. Your bloods all came back fine, which is really good because we obviously took the usual routine, but we also did a few other things that were necessary, but they were all fine, so it's really good. Your MRI scan came back perfectly fine, very healthy brain. Alright, so you've got nothing to worry about whatsoever. There's nothing severe going on at all. Alright, it's all seems to be working that way as it should. Okay, so that's good. So no action on those. However, your EEG results are the ones that we need to talk about. Okay. So several types of EEG. We can do them in a couple of hours, or we do an overnight one. And obviously, with you, we did an overnight one, which gives us a lot more time to check your brain waves out. Okay, right. So just let me get my sheet. You may know about this, or you may have been told prior, but we have lots of brain waves. And they all do different things, okay? So they are patterns of electrical activity which occur in the brain. Yeah? And they are crucial to all aspects of our brain, such as thoughts, behaviours, emotions, etc. Alright. And then we have different types of brain waves. So we have high amplitude, we have high frequency, we have low frequency and low amplitude. Alright, so you may have heard of gamma, beta, alpha, theta and delta waves. So go from fastest to slowest. Yeah? Okay, I know it's a bit technical, but just bear that in mind. Okay. So explained what they are. Okay. Okay, so we just go over these. Okay, from your brain waves, you are suffering with a sleep disorder, okay, which wasn't unexpected because the way you mentioned your sleep patterns to me, that's shown that you do have a disorder, but to yourself you may not necessarily think it when you haven't actually come to the clinic for that reason. But the diagnosis that we're giving you is insomnia. Okay, so insomnia, and all the things that we've discussed about whether you find it difficult to go to sleep or disturb sleep or waking up, not being able to get back to sleep, sleeping too long, etc. Okay, it's called insomnia. Alright. Right, so we will discuss insomnia a little bit more afterwards, okay, but I want to move on now to your headaches. So you're good to know that you do have migraines, chronic migraines, which we know that, okay. Let's go in a little bit deeper because this is where it gets a little bit complex. Okay, so you have migraines without aura, which means there is no understanding and cause of your migraines, they just appear. Okay, and stress and insomnia can increase those, all right. But the main thing that we picked up on is what we call nerve pain headaches. Okay, so basically the trigeminal autonomic reflex pathway in the brainstem is activated. The trigeminal nerve is the chief sensory nerve of the face, also known as the cranial nerve. Okay, so some people call it cranial nerve pain, just depends what it is, who says it and things, okay, which is extremely painful. So basically that nerve is not switching off. Sometimes you can get similar with the occipital nerve and all the other nerves, and they all kind of connect and they can all have sort of similar problems and pains and join together and make it all more drastic. Okay, but what's actually happening, we've picked up on it, that nerve pain headache is actually contributing, causing your chronic migraine to actually manifest into what we call cluster migraines. Yeah, they are quite rare, but do happen. And in this instance, when people are suffering with nerve pain headaches, the common reason is due to cluster migraines. So you can have cluster migraines that can cause nerve pain. Nerve pain can then also cause a cluster migraine in a big circle. Yeah, can you see what I mean? And they are very nasty indeed. I will give you a sheet on nerve pain headaches, on insomnia, stress. I will also give you a cluster migraines information leaflet and chronic migraine leaflet as well. Alright, so it sounds a little bit complex, doesn't it? No. The good point is it is nothing too serious. Okay, it's not life-threatening, but it's very unpleasant. The symptoms from a cluster headache are different from person to person, okay, and the attacks can be horrendous attacks and they vary again from people to people. Alright, and these are very serious and they shouldn't be taken as a joke or anything like that. They are very important. Alright, yeah, and these are real, and I suffer with migraines and nerve pain and a form of cluster headaches myself, and I can sympathise with you, okay? I'm not gone through all the testing yet as you have, so I'm just kind of going on what I know. But with you, I have all the results, all of the evidence here, and that is what is showing. The moments where I was ignoring if you're experiencing seizures because some of the things that you said, and where I suggested that was sort of flickering and eyes into the head, but it just seems there's a little bit of activity in the brain from the nerve pain. Okay, and the clusters, it's all kind of, you know, so you could possibly experience some of those kind of, what I like to call them as sort of like mini kind of twitches. Okay, but you're not epileptic, that's fine. Whether there's a chance of developing that in the future, I'm not 100% on that at the moment. As it stands now, no. Okay, so that's that. Let me just mark that off. From the tests that I followed out as well, it's quite interesting because what I witnessed was actually quite matching the nerve pain headaches. So it's very interesting from certain ways that you reacted and things like that, and what I saw with how your eyes were and different things like that. Okay. Alright, so let me just mark this down here. Okay. Questions that I always get asked are along the lines of, can you cure it, etc. And the answer is unfortunately no. And the true causes of these are not actually known at present. We hope one day they will be. But these things are, treatable and manageable. Alright, and it does depend on the individual how you respond to certain treatment. Okay, and we can start off with certain treatments and then work our way through, and we can also find the other treatments and then bring them in if we need to. Sort of like a trial and error program, if that makes sense. Yeah, okay. So, because obviously you want to make your life as comfortable as possible. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to give you some alternate therapy advice at the moment. Alright, so I think you need to focus on your stress levels. Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, I think you need to start making time for you. I know it's easier said than done, but I think it's very important, and especially with these diagnoses. Okay, so whether you just want to have a nice bath, lie in the bed for a bit, whether you want to have a read, watch things that you want to do, go out places that you want to do, but do it because you want to. Okay, or maybe go to a spa or have a hair done or a massage or things like that, or whatever it is that you find super relaxes you. Yeah? Okay. I'm going to put a recommendation for your doctor to get you some CBT to help you to control the pain. I'm not saying it's going to be the be all and end all, but there might be some techniques that they can help, as well as also helping you manage stress levels. Okay. Therapy, I want you to do some really good talking therapies and open up as much as you can about how you're feeling. Alright, and things like that. And they'll also be able to talk to you about things like insomnia. Okay. Okay, so now I want to concentrate on insomnia. So insomnia, I'm going to give you a short course of sleeping pills, okay? These are quite strong. I'm going to give you 2 weeks worth. This is just going to try and help level out your sleep a little bit. Okay, but then we need to come off them. What I need you to do in those 2 weeks as well is start exploring meditation. Guided is possibly the best way to start. I'd like you to try and listen to some sleep stories, okay? It's quite a new thing now that's coming quite known, is ASMR, okay? So it is like a form of sound therapy, and it's also visual therapy, and it's part of health and wellness. And it's really good things to help you relax, help you sleep, and you can get sort of like tingling sensations through your scalp, which can help you relax, alright? But if you talk to a ASMR artist, they'll be able to fill you in with a little bit more information about that. And if you search on Google, you'll be able to find something. Okay. There's a lot of amazing artists out there, which I highly recommend you listening to. Yeah, it's quite good for entertainment, and it's also good for obviously the mind, the body, relaxation, things like that. I'd definitely give it a go. Okay. There's also the Calm app, which is very good, but I always go back to YouTube. Best place to go. Okay. Right, so because of what medication you're already on, I can give you something I'm going to give you a tablet which is usually given for epileptics, okay? But I'm going to try this one with you. I'm not going to give you the Topax, which is the usual one that tends to be given. I'm going to try you on some lamotrigine, okay? Just a low dose, because this can help balance out the waves in your head, okay, which I think is necessary. That might help ease out the pain and things as well. Alright, so I'm going to give you one of those. I'm going to give you a month's worth. Bear in mind it might not be an instant effect, okay? I will need you to get a repeat prescription from your GP, and then you'll get another month's worth, okay? But when you put in all your medication, you'll be able to get that as well, okay? I will be putting in my recommendations that you need to be seen about every 4 weeks to start. So I'm going to give you to go 4 weeks, another 4 weeks, then I'm going to see you again. From then on we may extend the doctor slots in between, so just bear with me. I'll see you at 8 weeks. Please take the lamotrigine as directed. Thank you. I'm just going to start you on the lowest dose and we'll go from that. Okay, it's in every day. Yeah. Okay, I'm also going to prescribe you a drug called naproxen. Okay, you haven't mentioned that to me before, but I'm going to give you the highest strength. Just one at a time, please. Make sure you eat. That is a anti-inflammatory. It tends to work better for migraines, and it doesn't seem to have the same effects as people experience with ibuprofen. Yeah, so that's quite good to do. Okay. Right, so that's that done. Do you have any pain relief at the moment? Okay, I can give you short amount of tramadol. Okay, you haven't had that one for a while, have you? Okay, so I'm going to give you tramadol, about 1 milligram, and I'm just going to give you a month's worth. Please only take that when needed and do it as directed. Okay, if you could take the naproxen every day for a month, okay, same with the lamotrigine. Then if you can see your GP, have a chat with them. If everything's okay, then you continue the same again for another month. Then you come back to me, then we can reassess. Does that sound okay? Great. The tramadol I'm only giving you 4 weeks worth, okay? So just take that, like I said, when needed if you are in real bad pain. I also recommend you get some heat and place in a hot water bottle or something on your head. Try not to burn yourself, but that will also help. And some alternate therapies I recommend you trying is reflexology. Okay, there is a lot of excellent practitioners out there that you can see, alright, that really know what they're doing and where they are touching and things like that, because some places are not 100%, but they just do it anyway. You can have things like, you know, aromatherapy, but make sure you go to a specialist that knows how to blend oils to suit. Okay, I think it would be good for you if you try acupuncture. Okay, I will give all this to the GP, and if you can get any of it on the NHS, they will give it to you. But 9 times out of 10, it's very unlikely to get reflex and aromatherapy on the NHS. Sometimes acupuncture isn't even one of those things either, but it's in my recommendations. It's there. If you don't ask, you don't get. So that's really important. I think you should try that. Possibly you can go to an acupuncture specialist, or you can go to a physiotherapist. I know some wonderful physiotherapists which can really help with nerve pain in the back of the neck, into the head and down the spine and things, and they also do acupuncture. I know a specialist very well. I'll give you her details. Just write that down. Okay, she's based at Nuffield. She's just that highly trained. She's private, but I recommend for this that you do go private because the NHS are quite strapped and it's a lot easier to go private in these things and you get that care, the extra need, you know. Yeah, so check it out. It's not too expensive, but if you've got medical cover and things like that, that should be covered on it. Alright, and I can send them a referral letter for you. That's not a problem. Okay. Okay, and then just finding things that relax you. Alright. Yeah, like Indian head massage and things like that. Taking time out for you, reducing any chocolate intake, caffeine intake, try to rearrange your room, not, you know, watch TV late and all sorts of things like that. I'll give you a leaflet on that as well. That tells you about things to do in your home before bed and things like that. Yeah, and I've got a diet sheet which helps to talk about your diet, but I am going to put a referral in to a dietitian, purely just based on migraine relief. Okay. Okay. And that's great. Got that one, that's fine. Okay, and the other thing that I'm actually going to offer you today is to give you some injections into your head. And I know that sounds extremely scary, but I've done it numerous amount of times and it's very safe, okay? What this is, there's all sorts of different ones, okay, that we can try, but the one I'm going to try with you today is what we tend to go to first. So these are nerve blockers, okay, and this should help stop the nerves overreacting, so that will relieve the pain. Okay, I'm going to give you this today if that's okay with you. Great. I'm going to select about 3 areas to inject. I'm going to do some manipulation around certain areas, including at the back of your neck. And if you could let me know which ones are worse, that one or that one, then those are the ones that we will inject. Okay. But then when I come back and see you, I will be able to know how it affected you and how it made you feel, and you will probably get some side effects. You know, you may feel a bit rubbish, especially for the first 24 hours or so. You may get a bit of swelling, you know, and you may actually experience migraine. I've actually had them done when I've had a migraine and it's actually relieved it, which is great, but it just depends. Everybody's different, okay, and there are different types. So the one I'm going to do is going to help hopefully block that off. Sometimes they're not always effective, okay? Other times they're really effective, but they do wear off. But then we have got other things I would like to try with you. So we are going to have like a process where I'm going to be working with you for quite a while, if that's all right, because I would like to come back and we need to do things. If I want to repeat the EEG at some point, we'll do that as well. Yeah? Okay, let's just jot that down. I will put on there that I suggest you have physio, but it needs to be a proper specialist. But I really recommend you go private. Okay, because they'll be able to use TENS machine, they'll be able to give you certain exercises, they'll be able to give you a special massage, and they can manipulate the area, and they can also give you acupuncture and things. So it is really good. They also have a special like ultrasound machine and things to use on you as well, which is really good. Okay. Right. How does that sound? I know it's a lot to take in, isn't it? You are looking a little bit worse for wear. I know, but in the long run, things are going to help improve. Yeah? So the first step, we've got all in the air. We know what's happening. We know what things to do. Some point in the future as well, I may have to perform the cranial nerve exam again. I want to see if some of the things are improving. yeah, that weren't 100% as it should be. But obviously, hopefully with these treatments and things and changing a few things in your lifestyle and that could help, you know, improve everything. And then when I retest the EEG, we'll know a little bit more then if things have been repaired and things. Is that all right? Brilliant. So I'm going to give you those today. 3 jabs. So 8 weeks. I'll come back to see how you've got on. Please, if you had a bad reaction of anything that's on the list, which is very unlikely, you know, please contact me or my secretary if you can, or even your doctor. But if it's something so severe, then please go to A&E. I've never had a severe reaction here myself. I've had some people feel quite yucky with it, but it's very, very normal. Yeah, and sometimes for about a month it's a little bit more of a struggle, you know, with sort of a lingering migraine, if you like, but it won't be as severe as the clusters and the nerve pain. All right. Great. So let me just get your information to take away with you. So you've got that information. That information. That information. Okay, so these are all for you. Okay, please take them away, have a good read of them, okay? And then if I write this website down, okay, I've got 2 websites there. Okay, so on here is a couple of websites that I really feel you need to check out. Okay, so there you go. Right, now I'm just going to get my gloves on. Okay. After I've done these injections, if you wouldn't mind just having a rest in that room over there for me, just have a lie down or something like that, if you wouldn't mind. Okay, just for about half an hour, just to make sure that, you know, you haven't had a funny turn or anything. Some people may feel a little bit dizzy during it or a little bit sick. I need to know, okay, so then I can help you. But don't worry about it, don't be embarrassed, don't be worried at all, you may be fine. I just like to warn people beforehand. Yeah? Excellent. So, right. People always panic when I say I'm going to inject them. We do some special ones that we can have, and we do it to the whole spine, you see. All sorts of different things that we do. Okay. First of all, I'm going to prep. All right. Oh, honey, don't worry. Honestly, we'll do it step by step. Okay. But we really do need to start this treatment. Okay. When you come back, you see, I might be able to offer you a different treatment. We do all sorts of different things like stimulation on the brain and things like that, but we just need to start here. Okay. just going to have to feel around your head. Okay. Please just remain still. Can't feel any swelling at the moment, which is great. But after you've had the injection, you'll probably feel a bit swollen in those areas. Okay. I'm just going to feel around the back of your head. And just around your ears. Okay. Okay. Right, so I'm just going to feel nerves at the back of your head. Okay, so I need you to tell me which one hurts the most, okay? Or okay, we do it together. I think this side. Or this one. Okay, definitely that's one. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we do injection right there. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to cleanse the area. Okay, that's all cleansed. Okay, I'm just going to feel the head and see the side of your head. Anything there? Anything particular there? Okay, or what about that one there? Okay, or one over here. So we've got that one, and that one. Okay, that's fine, we can do that one. We'll just cleanse. Okay, my love. Perfect. And then finally, I'm just going to have a look at the other side. So, okay. We have this one. We have that one. Or this one. So we've got That one. That one. And that one. Okay, no problem. We can do that for you. Okay, let's go around here. Okay, so that's all clean. Does look a very scary needle, but it all doesn't go in now. Okay, so I'm going to have to do the one at the back of your neck first, okay? If you could kindly turn around for this, please, that'd be great. Thank you. Right. Okay. And just feel around the base of your head. Keep still for me. I'm just going to look at certain area at the back of your neck. Okay, I'm just going to stretch. That's it. And it's slowly going to go in right now. Sharp scratch. Okay. Alright, keep still, keep still, keep still. That's it. Let's get all the product in. Excellent. Well done, well done. Just hold there. Let's get this. Hold the area. Okay. Alright. Okay, if you can just keep pressing there for me, that'll be really good. Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to do the side of your head on one side first, alright? Sort of just above the ear. Okay. Okay, won't feel a sharp scratch, alright? Okay, alright, and in we go. That's it, keep still. Keep still. That's it, we're nearly all in now. Well done, well done. That's it. Just keep pressure there for me. That's it, just press there. Right, you can remove the pad from the other place, please. And if you could just try and pop pressure there for me. Okay, are you feeling alright, lovely? Are you feeling alright? Hey, you feeling dizzy? Oh, okay. Alright, calm down, calm down. We'll have a bit of a break Bit of a break. Yeah? Alright. Okay. Alright. Deep breaths, come on. Okay, and again. One last time. Okay, here's a sick ball for you. There. Alright, if you do need that, I'm alright to carry on and get this out of the way so you can go relax. Alright, okay, let me go back around there. Alright, sweetheart, just let me know if you do feel a bit iffy, and I can always call the nurse in, alright? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go this is the other side of the head now, so it's going to be the ear again, okay? Right. Okay, you're just going to feel a sharp scratch now. That's it. Keep nice and still. Alright, deep breaths, deep breaths. Breaths. Let me just finish the rest of the product. Okay. That's it. It's out. It's out. Just hold that there. Alright, try to sit up. Try to sit up. That's it. I've got you. I've got you. That's it. Right, you can let go of the other place. Just concentrate on your breathing. Just your breathing. That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay. I'm just going to remove that. Okay, let me just check the areas now. Feels good. Feels good. And then the last area behind. Okay, all feels good, just a little bit swollen. Alright. Could you please turn back round to me? Hey. You alright? Yeah? Sure, can I just look in your eyes? Just close up, please. Okay. Can you open your eyes wide, please? As wide as you can. A squinch. Okay. Look at me. That's it. That's it. Well done. Your eyes look okay. Your ears feel okay. And your head. It's perfect. Looking a bit brighter now. The cheeks. Got you a drink of water here. I'll just pop it there for you. Okay, please take sips. Alright, let me just finish the paperwork. Let's pop that there. Done really, really well. I know it's unpleasant, it really is. And you're probably going to feel really, really sleepy shortly. Do you have anyone to take you home, or do I need to get one of the ambulance crews to take you back? We've just got specialist ones, not the emergency service ones, just specialist ones to drop people back. Okay, let's write that down. So, quite common when you've got issues with the nerves anyway, so. Alright. So good. Let's sign off. I'll just double check on you. I'm just going to get your prescription done. Print it off, okay. Okay, just print that off for you. Okay, so here is your prescription. Please get that as soon as possible if you could, and start taking that. All right. Any problems, like I say, please don't hesitate to get in contact with myself, the secretary, or you can contact your GP, or worst case scenario, A&E, but you should be fine. Just remember, you will feel rough, okay? That is normal. Okay, you'll probably start to feel more blurry and all sorts of weird things. Very, very sleepy. Okay, so if your lift's sorted, that's fine. Okay, but what I'm going to do is going to let you go and sit over there in that room. All right, there's water in there, tea, coffee, but I recommend just sticking to water. Okay, you probably won't feel like reading through anything now, so I suggest you don't. But Nurse Yvette is literally bobbing around, okay? So if you do need her, give her a shout. But I will get her to pop in and out on you anyway, and just make sure that, you know, you're well looked after. I will be around, but I've got other things to do. All right, well, nurse will be in and out of everywhere. But if she does need me, she can just page me and I can come over. All right, and come and help you out. Okay? You're welcome, lovely. You please take it easy because you're looking a little bit worse for wear. Expected. All right, but has everything been okay here? I'm glad to hear that. I really am. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you think that way. I really, really do. So this should hopefully give you some relief, all right? And then start taking your medication. But don't start it for at least 48 hours. Please just let the main kind of medicine in your head that I've injected into the nerves work a little bit, please, before you start pumping anything else in. But then as soon as that's out of the way, please start immediately. Yeah. All right. Please feel free to dim the lights in there, and we do have some little twinkly lights if you would like to pop that on. All right, and you can just sit there, and if you wish, you can pop on some relaxation music if you want to listen to some of that. I'm just going to send through a follow-up appointment for 8 weeks, okay, with myself. Yeah, it should be about the same time and day, okay, and that'll be my secretary. She'll sort all that out and then give it to one of the receptionists, and they will come and give it to you. And then I'm going to buzz through to Nurse Yvette and get her to come and check on you in a little while in the cosy room. All right, so just bear with me a moment. Okay, so that's sent through. Just bear with me. Hello, Nurse Yvette. Hello. It's Dr. Nicola. Are you all right? Great. Thank you so much for all your work with this patient. You've been absolutely amazing. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Well, they've had a little bit of a funny kind of turn with the injections, so I would like them to go and rest in the cosy room if that's all right with you. Possibly lights dimmed, some nice cool water, maybe some relaxation music on. All right, but she needs to be monitored. All right, that's great, my lovely. Okay, thank you. Yeah, they're going to go there now. All right, thank you. Okay, that's all done for you. All right. Absolute pleasure, my love. It really is. Absolute pleasure. I hope this can resolve things and make your life a lot more easier. But like I said, there's other options and further things we can look down the line. All right. No problem. And you go and take some rest, all right? Take as long as you need. Nurse vet will be dotting around there to look after you. Alright, and I am here if needed. You're welcome. You take care now. Bye bye.